Welcome to Grow with Biology. Today we'll talk about P53. Now what is P53? P53 is a 53 kilodalton tumor suppressor protein. So it is a protein whose molecular weight is 53 kilodalton. And the variety of protein is tumor suppressor. It means it will suppress the formation of tumor. So these are a variety of tumor suppressor gene which will suppress the formation of tumor, and the example is P53. It is coded by a gene. As I have told that P53 is a protein, so it is coded from a gene. The gene is TP53. Now the length of protein is, it is made up of 393 amino acid. It is a transcription factor. Now what is a transcription factor? Transcription factors are those factors which are helping to transcribe a gene. Means for an expression of the gene we required a factor that is known as transcription factor. Now this individual protein has three domains. First is TAD, second is DBD, third is OD. Now TAD is N-terminal transcription activation domain, DBD is the central DNA binding domain, codomain, and OD is the C-terminal homo-oligomeric domain. Remember, each protein has an N-terminal end and a C-terminal end. And towards the N-terminal end there is transcription activation domain, and towards the C-terminal end there is homo-oligomeric domain. And in the center part there is DNA binding domain. Now all these domains will help in binding of P53 to a DNA, and then binding of this P53 will help in expression of those DNAs or those proteins which is encoded by the DNA. Now in normal cells, P53 is present at a low level. So there is very low levels of P53 in a normal cells. Now inherited mutation of P53. Now if there is a mutation of P53 in one cell and then it is inherited from generation to next generation, then it will cause a disease known as Li-Fraumeni syndromes. This is due to the mutation of P53. And the loss of P53 gene, the loss of activity of P53 is a key step for carcinogenesis. It means it will lead to cancer. Because this tumor suppressor gene is inactive, so there is no suppression of tumors. Means it will now not inhibit the formation of tumor. So the tumor formation will increase, and thus it will lead to or it is the key step for carcinogenesis. Next is DBD. Now what is this? Now this diagram is of the P53 protein. The initially there is TAD, that is the N-terminal side, and OD at the C-terminal end, and center is DBD. Now this DBD is the central domain, DNA binding domain, and mutation in DBD will lose in the ability of binding to the target site. So in the entire protein, if DBD regions have been mutated, then it will lose the ability to bind to a specific genes. Now what are these specific genes? These specific genes are related to carcinogenesis or they are anti-carcinogenesis. So if they are losing its ability to bind to a specific targeted genes, then the tumor suppressor activity will be repressed. So they forms a loss of mutation functions. Now OD is the present at the C-terminal region. It is homo-oligomeric domain. Now mutation in OD will result in dimerization with wild type and avoid the acting as activators. So it is a dominant negative mutation. So remember, mutation in DBD and OD in both the sites will inhibit the protein to act as a transcription factor. Now if P53, which is a protein which is synthesized at higher level when DNA is damaged, is in normal cases the level is very low, but if DNA is damaged then P53 levels will increase. Now P53 has first to be phosphorylated, and after phosphorylation P53 becomes stable. Now this stable P53 has two fates. This P53 in one function it will activate the cell cycle arresting, and in the second way it will direct the cell to go to apoptosis. So there are two ways. If the DNA is damaged, it will not allow for the for cell division, so there will be cell cycle arresting as well as apoptosis. Now the first phase, that is cell cycle arrest, we are moving to P53. There is high level of P53, and this transcription factor will induce the synthesis of P21. Now this P21 inhibits the phosphorylation activity of CDKs, and CDKs which plays an important role in cell cycle. So as P21 is increased, then it will inhibit phosphorylation of CDK. As CDK is non-phosphorylated, so it won't allow PRB, that is RB proteins, to be hyperphosphorylated. So RB proteins will be present in a hypophosphorylated state. As it is in a hypophosphorylated state, it will inhibit the E2F transcription factors. Inhibition of E2F will inhibit the transcription of their target genes and thus the proteins, and thus it will not produce the proteins, and there will be cell cycle arrest. So ultimately, due to DNA damage, this P53 protein has cleverly signal the cell to do cell cycle arrest. So P53 is a gene which will control the formation of tumor. Now if this gene is damaged, then this controlling will be absent. As this controlling is absent, then the cell will do cell division, and the resultant cell will have a damaged DNA. So that can lead to a cancerous variety. Next path is apoptotic pathway. In apoptotic pathway, as higher level of P53 will induce the synthesis of BAX. So there is high level of BAX, and which will inhibit BCL2, and which will inhibit the apoptotic pathway. So in the absence of the receiver, so the apoptotic pathway repressor, the apoptotic pathway is activated and the cell cycles will be destroyed. So BAX will induce, P53 will induce BAX protein, BAX will antagonize with BCL2, and that is the repressor of apoptotic. So repressor will be repressed and activator will be activated, thus apoptotic pathway will be activated and the cell will be died. So the level of P53, which is in normal cell, it is very low, but in damaged cell it is high. Now if the damaged cell is supposed to have a cell division, then cleverly P53 will control the cell division, and if the cell is about to die, then it will cleverly instruct the cell to take the step of apoptosis. So the level of P53 is very crucial for maintaining the balance between a cell death and cell survival. If there is cell death or cell cycle arrest, then it will inhibit the formation of cancer. So P53, which is a tumor suppressor gene, this is the main function of P53. In some of the videos we will talk about the roles of p53 in checking the cancerous activities. Now if suppose p53 has been mutated, then both the activities, that is cell cycle arrest as well as the cell death, that is the apoptotic path, will be removed. So stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you.